Hello, in these lessons, I'm going to teach simple techniques for parents and teachers to teach the children how to hold the pencil, how to write, how to identify numbers and letters, how to form simple sentences, how to read, how to solve simple addition and subtraction, and so much more. Hello parents and teachers, and welcome to Apple Educational Channel. For more than 18 years, I've dedicated my life to one mission: helping children discover the joy of learning. Since 2007, I taught children of all ages, from those who don't even know how to hold the pencil to those preparing for big exams like GC and JAM. I have a school where I teach children in the morning, and parents bring their children from other schools for lessons in the evening. Before I started my school, a woman who was taking her child for lessons in the morning took the child to register him in a school. The school tested him and said that for what the child has known, he's not supposed to be in basic 1, where the mother wanted him to be registered. They registered him in basic 2. This woman came and said this to me. Also, a woman came to me before the beginning of this 2025 to 26 academic year and complained that the child can hardly write 1 to 30. I started to take over the nursery class and posted the teacher to another class. Now, before the 6th week, this child can write 1 to 90. It is not by magic. There is a secret behind this, which I'm going to pass on to parents and teachers. Every day, I see something amazing happen. Children who once struggle begin to read, write, and understand with confidence. So parents, make sure you have your books and biros and provide pencils for your children for practical demonstrations. That's why I started this YouTube channel, to share the same simple practical methods that have helped so many children succeed. Here, parents, you will learn how to guide your children at home, and teachers at school with step-by-step methods which makes learning easy, exciting, and effective. Note, even if your children has passed this level, remember to subscribe and hit the notification button for the lessons that are for those in primary and secondary level. Because I believe every teacher and parent can teach and every child can learn. Subscribe now and let's begin this journey of learning together. Now, let's dive in. We should understand that the way a child holds the pencil is very, very important. Some children hold their pencils in this way and others in this other way, and various other ways which we are going to see children hold their pencils. Some, the finger is far from the tip of the pencil, which is not good. Some also, they are not putting their fingers where the pencil should be. The pencil should be on the middle finger, and then the index finger is used to support it. You are going to see it when we read to the correct way to hold pencil. Some also, they hold the pencil as if they are holding maybe a stick, which is not proper. They are not holding it the correct way. Some their fingers are far apart from the pencil, so it's not proper to hold pencils like that. So we'll see now how all children hold them. We are going to see various ways children are holding their pencils and what is the correct way to hold their pencil, because the way they write will make their writing to be proper. We are going to see how I'm struggling to make a child to hold the pencil the proper way. Learning takes a gradual process, so don't be annoyed with the child. They are learning, and before you know it, they will start holding the pencil the proper way. So please be patient with them. You place the pencil on your middle finger and then use the index finger to support it. As you support it with the index finger, then you place your thumb on top of the pencil. As you hold it, it will be firm so that nothing can shift it. The pencil will not be firm in your hand, and that will inspire confidence. And when you hold it in that manner, you can be able to place it on top of the book. And as you place it on top of the book, you discover that your pencil will be held firmly it will move according to how you want it to go. It will not be moving anyhow. And you can see further that this part of your palm is the place that you are going to put on top of the book. That part of your thumb, of your palm, will be on top of the book. And then you can be shifting your palm that is on top of the book the way you want it. After writing, you can still carry your hand up and shift to the next side if you like. You want to write another word. These are some of the patterns that I make for the children to trace. As they are tracing it, they are still young. You hold their hands and help them in tracing it. The children, as they are tracing these patterns, they are forming numbers and alphabets even unknown to the child. Like this pattern 1 now. This pattern 1, I label this one 1 and this one 2, this one 3. This pattern here is pattern number 4, pattern number 5 and number 6. If this child is combining pattern number 5 and 3 and 4 together, you discover that this child has written A. And if you trace A, say this child to trace A, those who are transgender still tender a year and up to 2, they may not be able to find it easy to trace A. But as they are tracing these numbers like this, they have traced A, they want to trace B, you combine 2 with 6, you see they are traced B, and they are learning. A time will come when you now combine them together. But for this early stage, these are the numbers you give to them. These are the ways you do it so that they will trace the patterns and be able to write them. And as they are tracing it, sometimes you remove your hand gradually, deliberately. You can remove your hand, or you hold them gradually so they don't know that you are removing your hand. Because some of them, if you carry their hand on this book like this, they will not even know what to do. They may be tracing anywhere they like, but you are the one to guide them and put their hand on the patterns you have made. They will put your hand on it. They will be following it and be tracing it. This pattern, some they do it like dotted lines. They put it like some do in this form. I mean like this, but for me, I use this pattern because sometimes when I do it for the children, they will think it's just to do it dot. But if I put it, this is the pattern me I use. And you can also develop more patterns by yourself, like zigzag. You can also introduce them to zigzag. You can also add it to your pattern. Zigzag. They will also learn how to do it. This will make their hand. What it helps to do is the importance of these patterns is that it makes the child to be confident in writing. Before you start writing the men 1, 2, 3 ABC, the child will be growing, will be having confidence in writing. As you have taught the child how to hold a pencil, you are now teaching the child how to be confident in tracing it. Some of the children, note, you'll be watching them. Some when they want to trace, the normal way to trace is from up, down. You can, if you are not watching, some of them will trace from down up. I used to have noticed some children do like that, and I will correct them. So it's your duty to correct them. None of this pattern should be traced from down. It should be from up, down, up, down. That's how it's supposed to be, up, down. And then this one is sideways, like this, not like this. So you do it for the children. You see, before you know, these children will be growing, will be having confidence, and they will be writing unknown to you. If you leave them, as the time will come, if you just leave them, you see them, they start tracing this number, these are patterns by themselves, and that's helping to make them to have confidence in what they are doing. So if you use some of these tricks, you see the child doing very well. You should also remember to write it like this for them on a piece, on their book, for them to trace. You can see the same pattern in in one line and that one in the other. You can even do the same pattern in the whole page. If you are in the house as a mother, if you have time, you can do as many pages as possible for this child to trace, because the more they trace, the more they gain confidence, and the more their hand will be strong, the more they will be doing very well for you in their school. So help them trace as much as possible for them to follow. They'll be playing, instead of them to stay and be playing about, do this for them, and it you see is going to help them even at school. Please remember to subscribe, like, and hit the notification button for lesson 2 and more of the lessons.